Good morning, YouTube. Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. This morning's video, we're going to start off with our Esbit Spirit Stove Set. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this set with the Esbit cube, which is here. And I'm going to heat me up some water for some oatmeal and some coffee. It's 7:39 a.m. in South Florida, which would be Eastern Standard Time. And so let's set everything up, get back, and we will begin our test with the Esbit Tablet and the Spirit Stove. Alright guys, before we start with this stove set, I want to weigh the kit. I have my scale out here. This is the entire kit with the pot cover or a little frying pan, the Esbit stove holder, and the alcohol Esbit stove, all nested together in the stuff sack, little stuff sack that it comes with. So I'm going to put this on the scale and see what the entire kit weighs. 15 1/4 ounces. So 15 1/4 ounces the entire kit weighs. So it's under a pound. Let's get back.
Guys, just here's some close-ups of the complete kit. You got your folding handles, which are coated. You have areas here marking ounces and milliliters that you could see from inside the pot. Okay. Here is the cover or little frying pan. Again, this holds, I filled this up with water last night. You could actually, heat up at least, up to 12 ounces will fill it close to the top, but 8 ounces very easily. You could use this as a, as a cup also to drink out of. Again, very well made, anodized aluminum. Next item up is our pot. Again, you have, I'll try to get a shot here, but you have inside, it's hard to see in the video, but you have your areas here where you could see how much water you're putting in, and it's marked. This is the Esbit logo. And your handles. Go. Again, you can see that from the inside very easily when you're filling. That's the 24 ounce mark there. So today we're going to boil up probably about 16 ounces, or heat up 16 ounces of water to make our coffee and some Quaker oatmeal. Next piece up is the stand that houses both the Esbit holder and the alcohol stove. This is a really neat stand that actually has a little opening here where if you had to snuff out the alcohol and put the top back on it, you could easily get that in there through this hole and put out your flame. And then you have your holder that actually holds your Esbit tablet, and that holder goes in and sits at the bottom of the stove, and that's what it looks like from the side view. And then we have our brass Trangia type, or this is the Esbit version. Again, you could use denatured alcohol or the product called heat. And again, this screws off. There's your burner holes. There's your fill area. The nice thing I like about this, it's very well made. It's pretty much bomb-proof. You got a really nice heavy-duty O-ring here in the cap that if you did have If you did want to carry fuel actually in the stove and transport it, you can. It is leak proof. And then here, this is your cap, and then this is what you would use to put your flame on simmer. You put this over the top of the stove. If you wanted to half the flame, you just close this down as needed, or when you're done and you actually want to put the flame out, again, you can just reach in and snuff the flame out with this cap. So everything comes together nice and compact with this. Alright, let's set our setup and get ready to cook.
Okay guys, we're back. We have our stove stand with the Esbit insert inside of it. We have one Esbit tablet that we're going to take out and place just like so in the center. We're going to light that in just a second. I have a bowl of water here. I'm going to transfer 16 ounces of water into my cup, and I have a 16-ounce mark inside the cup to help me make sure I'm correct. So let's pour our water in. Okay. Water's in our pot. Let's light our Esbit tablet. You know, this is really low tech, guys, but that's one of the things I really like about it. It's low tech, it's quiet, it burns smoke free, both your alcohol and your Esbit. And now we'll put our pot on. It's really sturdy, it's not going to tip over, it's got a really good base, and the pot nests in, has a little cutout at the bottom that nests right into the stove there. We'll get some shots while it's cooking. And then with your frying pan or cup, it also doubles as a lid. And it's 7:53 a.m. We put this on and we'll let that heat up. Just for you, an FYI, your Esbit will actually burn between 10 and 15 minutes. So it'll get your water, about 16 ounces of water, hot enough to make coffee. Today we have, as you can see, I have a sachet of some Quaker oats, and I have a sachet of assorted coffees, teas, creamers in my sachet here. So we'll let that heat up, and we'll be back when that's done. And we'll get to drinking our coffee and eating our breakfast. Alright guys, let's get some close-ups, try to get some close-ups of this Esbit burning. There we go. The Esbit cube's burning. You can see the flame is nice and even all the way around the base of the cup, or the cook pot, excuse me. Sorry about that, I hit the zoom in button by accident. Again, very compact, very well made, very well thought out, I might add, this set. You just hear a little tiny crackling of the Esbit while it cooks, or while it burns rather. Let's try to get another close up there. There we go. There's your graduations on the pot itself. I think it's 900 milliliters at the top, 24 ounces right there, and then inside you can see the numbers, you know, the proper way. So that's a real handy little thing. I don't know if you could notice it, but right on the edge of the pot you have a little pour spout that works really well. I tried it out last night. And so what are we going to eat out of and drink out of? Well, I'm going to actually drink my coffee out of the lid or the frying pan, and then I'm going to
with the remainder of the water that's left, I'm going to eat out of the pot itself. So I'm not going to use any other utensils, dishes, whatever. And the only other thing I have is my, light my fire spork. And then the next video we do, we'll do a shot of the alcohol stove doing the same thing. I just need to run out and buy some alcohol because I'm out of it. And we'll be back when this is heated up. Let's check out. There's the water inside the pot. And we'll be back.
Alright guys, we're back. It is now 8 o'clock exactly. Our water is ready. It's bubbling. You can see. The Esbit Tablet is still burning. I'm going to transfer a little bit of water into the pot, and I'll show you how that pour spout works really well. That's for my coffee. And this is for my oatmeal. I'm going to put my oatmeal in and let that get started, and then set my coffee up. This incidentally is not the quick oats, it's the regular oats, so I'm going to let it sit for a while, absorb the water, and just soften up and enjoy my coffee on this lovely morning in South Florida. Now, for our coffee, we have my favorite in the field, the Starbucks Via. This happens to be Christmas blend, which is like gold in my house here. Whenever they're out, I try to hoard them and buy a lot of them. I love this blend. We'll put it right in our lid or our pan here. And then I have 2 Coffee Mate creamer sachets that I'll use for cream, and I just spilled some, that's okay. I have a second if I need it. Guys, we got a hot, delicious cup of coffee. We're going to have a nice, hearty bowl of oatmeal. And I'm actually going to put another sachet in of creamer. Like it a little lighter. I don't take sugar, so I'm good on that end. Let's see how this works as a cup. Let me adjust the camera up a little bit. Excellent. Good strong cup of Christmas blend right out of the kit. Don't need anything else. So if you were in the field, you could definitely make do with this on its own. My oatmeal is cooking up pretty good. The Esbit Tablet, incidentally, is still going. You can see. Lower the camera down. You guys can see that. I'm going to keep that on the griddle. And actually, guys, that's boiling. You can see try to get a shot of it for you. You can see the oatmeal actually rolling in there. So that one Esbit tablet does a lot. It's giving me breakfast. You know, this is low-tech, inexpensive way to cook in the field. And I was just talking about this stove to a friend of mine that's actually going to be a guest on my channel. He did last year did a week of the Appalachian Trail up in Georgia. He's getting ready to go again, and I asked him to come over and go over some of the gear he used
and then I gave him some ideas of some gear. I may give him this set to take with him if he wants and test this out for me this year when he goes, since I'm not going to be able to go with him. But I'd be curious to know how this set holds up on the trail. So, you know, your regular oats, you need about, 5 or 10 minutes. Normally, if I wasn't drinking the coffee, I would have kept the lid on here when I cooked it, but since I'm using this set as to suit both purposes, let's check our Esbit. Yep, still burning. And it's 8:05. So more than 10 minutes it's been going. My oatmeal, we'll give it a taste. Well, about 5 more minutes for that, just to sit in the hot water. So we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. Everything is done, complete. My oatmeal is done. If you can see it, there we go. It's almost 10 minutes after 8. One thing I forgot to mention is I do like agave or honey in my oatmeal. And so I'm going to have some of that in here. A sip of my coffee. And a taste of my oatmeal, sweetened with agave. Out of my new Esbit kit. The Spirit Stove Set by Esbit. Excellent. Hot, good.
And a guest.
And we got a guest on the set. Good morning.
Good morning, YouTube.
This is my guest. She happens to be staying over. No, just kidding. This is my wife of 25 plus years. Barbie. Okay?
Where's
We
my
just
coffee?
You can have a sip of mine if you want. I wasn't expecting any guests. I would have made some more, but I guess I'll have to heat up another pot.
Delicious. What's in there, baby? Oatmeal.
Oatmeal sweetened with agave. Okay, let me finish the video and we will cut this and get down to business. Before I close, guys, this is the Esbit stove, folding stove, the little sister to this set. Another excellent item. You've seen it on my set. So Esbit has really come a long way with their kits, and I highly recommend the Spirit Stove Set. And thanks for joining me in this video. I know it was a little long, but I wanted to get the entire process down of actually preparing a meal and a beverage. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for the alcohol version of this, and we'll talk to you soon.